Hello everyone, and welcome back to the farm. Well, we got the wood box full. This is where we keep our firewood for the winter time, for the wood stove that we use to heat the house. It's kind of nice being able to fill this from the outside, and then there's a set of double doors on the inside right next to the wood stove, so I'm not carrying a bunch of firewood in through the house all winter long, making a huge mess. This is something my dad designed when they remodeled the house, and he built this addition off the house in the mid-80s. He incorporated this, and man, that was a really smart idea, so I give him props on that for sure. Usually in February, I usually go through and take a look at our firewood inventory, see what we got carrying on through the rest of this season and then in the next season as well. And I also do the same thing with the hay, see where we're at and see if we're in good standing or, oh crap, we need to find some hay, or just see overall where we are midwinter. So that's what we're going to do today. So out here on the north end of our property is where we cut, split, and stack our firewood. It does sit outside. I'd love to put a roof over this someday, but just not high on the priority list. It is in a decent location. There's not much in the way of trees around here, so it gets sun pretty well most of the time, and there's nothing blocking, so you get a good breeze through here all the time. So the wood really does seem to dry out pretty good out here. I keep about 6 face cord on hand, try to, at least going into that upcoming winter season. Judging by what I'm seeing here and what's left on the trailer, if we continue to have a mild winter like we are, I'll be bringing some back out for sure. So probably won't have to cut and split as much as I normally would, but we'll just have to wait and see. So not very far away from our stacked firewood pile is our log pile, and usually what I'll do is go over there with a New Holland and forks, pick a log up, and then bring it over here to near the split wood pile, and I'll have the splitter set up. And the nice thing about the splitter, and I'll go over that at some point, it's got its own engine, so I don't even need a tractor to run it. I can bring a log over, cut it up into 16-inch long pieces and then split them and stack them right there. So it's I don't know, for us it's a pretty efficient system. I can usually, if I really am diligent at it, I could have all that filled back up in probably a couple days worth of work, maybe after work or something. But this seems to work pretty well for what we're doing and how much wood we burn. So as far as our hay situation goes, I don't know. I might be a little bit worried here. This is all first cut in hay. This stuff's been stored inside since it was cut. We got 4 bales of that here. We saved that for the 3 heifers. It's a little bit softer, so it's a little more palatable for them. It's pretty decent quality stuff. It's just a grass mix. It's cut off the farm on a field that I cut for somebody. This stuff here is the same grass as that. The difference with this is it's been stored outside. So usually what I do is take and unwrap the outside 4, 5, 6 inches and use that as bedding for the larger group of cows. And then, you know, whatever's left, I'll feed to them. There's 8 bales of that in here. So I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Well, I'm thinking of it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, I guess how could I forget about this stuff? This is the second story of our old farm barn, and there's 23 round bales in here as well. This is all first cutting off our 10-acre hay lot that was baled nice and dry and put right inside. It's been stored in here ever since it was cut, and this has been good hay. The cows really seem to like this stuff. It's Timothy orchard grass, a perennial ryegrass, and red and white clover. And like I said, I can't say it enough. The cows really seem to like this stuff. Actually, I may have plenty of this. I might have some left over. I might even be able to sell. So we'll just have to see once, you know, we get throughout late March, April, and May, and see what I got left in here to make room for new stuff for the following year. So I think we're in pretty good shape with hay. So I'm really not too worried about it. So over here in the corner behind the round bales, I had roughly 200 small square bales. This is all pre-sold. I have a customer that has goats. He's a friend of mine, so he comes and gets 5-10 bales at a time. So I custom bale probably around, I don't know, 300 or 400 square bales a year. First cutting for various customers. There was one that I loaded up on the gooseneck and delivered it right to. And then this customer I store some for. I also keep a little bit for myself, you know, because you never know when you might want to feed a square bale here or there. So that's something I'm looking into differently maybe this year, is doing a little bit more in the way of small squares, because I have a demand for it. And there's some money in square bales. And like I've said before, we make way more hay on the farm than we really need. So it's another income revenue for us. So I think we're setting pretty well with hay, that's for sure. So now we're out here on the east side of the pasture lot project. As you can see, we got a ton of wood down on the ground. I got to go through here sometime with a chainsaw and cut all this up. Most of this is not really very good for firewood, so I'll probably just cut it up and pile it up with the excavator, put it on a brush pile. But anything that is decent, fairly straight, good sized, I'll cut up for firewood. We'll cut it up into 10-foot lengths and put it out on the log pile out by where we stack the firewood, and it can wait its turn to be cut into firewood. I'd say we're sitting pretty good with both firewood and hay on the farm. We're probably gonna have to do a little bit of firewood, not as much as probably past years, and I'm okay with that, that's for sure. As far as hay goes, hay's never been an issue around here. We always make more than we need, and quite frankly, it's a nice income source for the farm. So, you know, we're always looking for more hay ground. I enjoy making hay, getting the tractors out, exercising them throughout the summer, enjoying, you know, the sunshine and whatever. So I'd say we're probably in pretty good shape here through the rest of the winter and through the spring and heading into summer. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, please subscribe. We'll see you next time.